Yo, hello guys, and welcome back to Madden 20 Subscriber League. We're here on episode 108, and today we are going to be doing some simming. I plan on simming all the way to week 15, and we will watch the last 2 weeks of season number 5. If you're just joining us, make sure to check the playlist down below. It should be in the description. And we have over 100 episodes for you to watch if you wanted to start from the beginning to see how far and what's happened, with my subscribers here in the league. Now, it's never too late if you do want to join. Even after 100 episodes in, you could still submit a player, and I'll put you in the upcoming draft. So it's never too late. Before we start simming, we want to take a look at the standings. Rams are on top right now, but I want to take a look at teams that need to win. So Pittsburgh is on, the spotlight here. They're battling with the Browns for possibly the division. So Pittsburgh needs to start winning. You look at Jacksonville, a couple more wins and they can secure it, I do believe. Colts, it's never too late if the Colts, they're on a 3-game win streak right now. And they are the 2-time champions, by the way. Spoiler alert. But they are on a win streak. They were 0-5-1, and now they've won their last 3 games. If they could keep that up, I doubt they'll be able to, but if they could still possibly squeak into the playoffs. So we'll see. The Miami Dolphins, it's win now or go home. I think if they lose another game, it's over. They're on a 5-game losing streak. Jets are on a 4-game winning streak. So Jets are surprising the league, in my opinion. This division, honestly, I'm pulling for Oakland. And my boy Jamie Bell out there. 4-5. It's anybody's ball game here in this division. They just need to win. NFC, as long as the Bears don't choke it, it looks like they're going to take this division. As far as this division goes, the Saints they're gonna clinch it, and I do think that right now the best team in the league, it's looking like the Rams and Saints. The only problem is they're both NFC, so one of them is gonna have to beat the other. I do see it possibly being Saints versus the Rams in the NFC Championship. So we'll see. My team, the Atlanta Falcons. We're at 4-5. We could make wild card. We really could. We just need to win. As far as Redskins, it looks like they've taken over here in that division, and then the NFC, of course, you got the Rams and the Cardinals battling for it. Rams are on an 8-game winning streak. They lost their season opener and haven't lost since. So honestly, it's who can beat the Rams at this point. And the Cardinals, they've lost 2, but they've only lost to the Rams. So we'll see. I don't know what to expect, but we got us an interesting standings, and we're simming. We're simming all the way. I think it's past week 15. We're simming a pretty good bit of games. Let's see. Matter of fact, we're simming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're simming 5 weeks ahead, and then we're gonna pick a game from week 16 to watch, and a game from week 17 to watch, and then it is playoff time. So I hope you guys are excited as we get closer and closer to that Madden 21 release. So without further ado, let's go ahead. I'll cut to the results of every game, and we'll just see how it goes. So let's do exactly that. All right, here we go. Week 11 is over with. You've got the Packers falling in a dominating loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Kansas City Chiefs over Carolina. Thank you, KC. We really needed that dub. The Bears fall to Tennessee. And LaRoe was in an interview saying if he didn't get anything less than 100 yards was going to be a very big disappointment to him. He promised his fans out in Chicago to have a dominating performance. Let's see if he actually did that. No! Oh my God, dude. Possibly the worst performance in Metro Football League history. Denzel the Bust LaRoe is what I'm calling him from now on until he can prove otherwise. So all those people who were hating on Dela Cruz and hyping up LaRoe, look at what's happened. Oh my God, dude. Averaged under 2 yards per carry. He had 13 attempts and got 22 yards. I feel so bad for LaRoe. We'll see what he says about that. Jonathan Stokely though, 6 wrecks. He was eating out there. Now we're not gonna take a look at every game. I just had to see that because he went out in the interview, because we have a lot of games to send. So Houston over Minnesota, so that'll help the Bears. Even though Minnesota's already out of it. The Colts continue their win streak, beating Pittsburgh. The Colts need to win out here, in my opinion, but Pittsburgh, they need to win as well, and that's going to hurt them. So Miami, they end up losing their game to Buffalo, and that's going to end Miami's playoff chances, in my opinion. I do think it's over, especially losing to a division rival like that. That's unfortunate. The Washington Redskins, 14-17, they lose in a close one. Even though they're winning their division, you don't want to lose, but not to panic yet. The Saints actually lose, and that kind of hurts us as the Falcons, because, well, we need Tampa Bay to lose. So now we really need to win. 49ers beat Detroit. Denver over New England. The Rams continue their winning ways, now on a 9-game winning streak as they beat the Seattle Seahawks. And we fall to the Giants. Of course we do. Damn. Oakland, Jamie Bell is getting that team motivated and working out there, man. They're trying to keep them in that black and silver. I don't think there's a chance, though, but 38-10. Raiders could possibly make a playoff run. And the Arizona Cardinals lose their first game that is not to the Rams. They fall to the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. And now we got to do it. We got to take a look. So Houston Bowden, he didn't do much. Threw 1 touchdown pass, 1 interception. But DK Smith had a hat trick out there. No interceptions. Played perfect. Zach Keiser, he did his thing. Got 16 carries, 86 yards, average over 5 yards per carry. He did his thing out there. As far as receiving, Gregory Shelton, he's shutting up the haters, dude. He is really shutting up the haters. 5 wrecks, 65 yards, and got into the end zone. So did James Skaggs, 5 wrecks, 57 yards, and got into the end zone. Those guys were out there eating today. As far as the defense goes, Ryan Mackey had double-digit tackles, so congratulations to him. But unfortunately, his team lost, and that's unfortunate. Then the Ravens destroy the Eagles 24-0, and then the Bengals over the Jets 24-30. Now, we're not going to do every week like this. I'm not going to hop into every single game. So we're going to speed this up just a little bit here. So let's go ahead and advance to the next game. My team has a big, important game here. We need to beat the Saints, or our playoff run is over, in my opinion. All right, week number 12 is over with. The Jacksonville Jaguars fall to Tennessee. Denver continues their winning ways by dominating the Cincinnati Bengals. Miami falls once again to the Jets. The Colts continue their winning ways. They are now trying to make a run for the playoffs. I wrote them out. Everyone wrote them out and said it was the fall of the Colts, and they have something to say about that. The Chiefs fall to New England. Pittsburgh comes back and gets a win, a very much needed win. The Falcons upset the Saints. Thank you, guys. Head coach Johnny here for the Atlanta Falcons. All I have to say, after this win is, my guys, we went out there. They played hard. They put everything on the line. This was a playoff game, an atmosphere for us as a locker room, and just knowing how good the Saints are and that they're dominating the division, that puts a chip on our shoulder. These guys are our most hated rivals. So to come out here, protect home field advantage and just get a dub, against one of the best teams in the league, that's something to be happy about. But we want to take it into week the next week and continue this run. We're not out of it yet. So there it is. That was my interview. Moving on, Bears over Carolina. So LaRoe bouncing back with his team. Not too bad. They need to keep winning, though. The Ravens get another shutout against Dallas this time. They got 0 points on the board. The Rams win once again. They are now on a 10-game win streak, 35-14 over San Francisco. And then the Raiders fall to Buffalo in that Blake West defense. Arizona Cardinals bounce back after losing against the Philadelphia Eagles. And then Minnesota falls to Tampa Bay. That's not going to help us. For Washington, they bounce back as well, beating Seattle. And Houston over Detroit. And then the Giants over Cleveland. Alrighty, guys, here we are. Let's start it off on a good note. Atlanta Falcons continue their win. They're on a 2-game win streak now. They beat Green Bay Packers, and they do it in style, 35-10 on the road. Beautiful win. Pittsburgh, they fall in an important game, and they needed to beat the Washington Redskins, and they don't. They lose. So then Minnesota, out there in Detroit, they get a dub, 35-14. Jacksonville, oh no, they fall to Houston by 8, 20-28, in a big rivalry matchup there. Saints beat the Chicago Bears. They're trying to secure that win. It was a close game, but the Bears lose, and that's not looking good for Chicago. They're kind of trying to slip away in that lead in the division. Dallas over Cleveland, KC over Tampa Bay, the Jets dog walk Seattle, the Giants over Philly, Buffalo falls to LA, the Oakland Raiders fall to Denver. That sucks, losing to a rival like that. Arizona versus San Francisco 49ers. Big matchup, big win for Arizona. Arizona's, a couple 2-3 steps behind the LA Rams. They're trying to keep up with LA. This is a big win and a big step forward for the Cardinals. And on another note, the Rams get upset by Carolina Panthers in the same week. They lose their second game to end their 10-game winning streak, and they lose it to the Carolina Panthers by 3. Miami falls to New England, hate to see it, and the Colts continue their winning ways. How many is that now? 35-24, and then Baltimore falls by 3 to Cincinnati Bengals. So the Colts, man, they're doing their thing out there. We're about to sim 2 more games, or 2 more weeks, I should say. And then we're going to take a look at the standings and see what are the biggest games to watch. So we'll see you there. Alrighty, guys, here we are. Week number 14. Let's start it off by just saying that Miami got dog walked by LA. The Tennessee Titans fall to Houston. The Chiefs fall to Buffalo. The Dallas Cowboys fall to Cincinnati. The Jets get dog walked by New England. And then the Saints, they continue that winning way out there by beating Carolina. That's actually a big win for them. Philly over Cleveland. LA. Trouble in LA? Question mark. They're on a 2-game losing streak now, and possibly could be tied with the Cardinals in the division if the Cardinals win here today. The Giants upsetting the Rams 30-24. The Colts continue to win. They had the worst start in NFL history, I think, by going 0-5-1, and now they've yet to lose since then. Guys, are we watching history be made right now by the Indianapolis Colts? I don't even know. This is crazy, but Minnesota loses again. Oakland falls to Jacksonville in a close one. Denver just gets over Atlanta, and that's definitely going to probably crush our playoff hopes. The Packers, they fall to Detroit. San Francisco dog walks Seattle. They're trying to make their name known in that division, that tough division. Pittsburgh over Baltimore. That is the most important win that they could get right there. Chicago falls once again, so they could actually be losing that lead now in the division. And on Thursday night, the Arizona Cardinals do not take advantage of the fact that they're their opponents, the LA Rams, lose, because guess what? They lose as well. I just got to see what happened really quickly. I was thinking it was Houston Bowden maybe, but it's not. He threw 2 touchdown passes and 0 interceptions. So it wasn't him. It was maybe Zach Keister, who averaged 3 yards basically per carry. I don't know, just something happened, man. That Redskins offense was on fire. We are going to sim one more week. Then we are going to take a look at week number 16. And you know what game we're definitely watching in week 16. Of course, it's the Falcons versus the Cardinals. There's a lot of crap talk between me as a head coach and Zach Keister and that Arizona's team. There's some things I said, there's some things he said, and we're going to see who can actually back up the talk. And so we're going to be watching that game. But my question, after we look at the standings, I want you guys to pick a game for week number 17 to watch before we go into the playoffs. So, that being said, let's sim one more game, see the results of week 15, and then take a look at those standings. Alrighty guys, here we are, and it's the Indianapolis Colts once again winning, and they are definitely making a playoff run if they continue this. This is crazy. The Cincinnati Bengals over Philly. Dallas, close rivalry match, 1 point separating the two, and it goes in favor of Dallas. The Chicago Bears finally get back on that win column by beating Houston. The Jets over KC. Washington falls to Baltimore. That Baltimore defense, man, they've been doing good. Keep an eye out on them. Miami falls once again, 38-14 this time. Tampa Bay just over Carolina. The Rams whooping up on some New England Patriots to get back in that win column, so congratulations to them. Detroit wins over Tennessee. The New Orleans Saints over LA. Buffalo falls to Denver. And, we had to do it. We whoop up on Jamie Bell and that Oakland Raiders. We didn't whoop up on them. It was actually a very close matchup. And, unfortunately, Jamie Bell, he's out there by himself trying to do it. So, we'll see what happens. But, moving on. Oh, a close one, but Arizona wins, and that's a very important win for Arizona, just over Seattle. Then you take a look at Jacksonville beating Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, they may not make the playoffs, man. They've lost a pretty good bit. And then Minnesota over the Green Bay Packers. So, with all of that done, we have 2 more weeks. We'll be watching 2 more games before the playoffs of year number 5. But before we do that, let's take a look at these standings. Here we go. We're looking at it by the NFL. You see the Jets are 11-3. The Rams are 11-3. All these teams with the letters marked on the side of them have already clinched playoffs. Redskins 10-4, Broncos 10-4, Cardinals 10-4. So it is confirmed the Rams and the Cardinals have made the playoffs. The Saints have made the playoffs as well. But look at the Colts. They went from the bottom, literally the bottom, 32 ranked, and shot up to 8. They are on a 8-game winning streak. I can't believe it. It's ridiculous. So, with that being said, let's take a look at the divisions. So, holy crap. I was correct. Pittsburgh falls from first all the way to the bottom, but we have a 3-way tie happening right now. Any of these teams can make the playoffs. It depends on who's going to win. AFC South, Jacksonville's been winning, but so has the Colts. It's a race between those two. For the AFC East, no one's going to make the playoffs here except for the Jets, who have already clinched. For the AFC West, Broncos have dominated. I don't think the Raiders have a chance to make it. There's just too many talented teams in the AFC. Maybe if they wanted to have some type of a chance, they'd have to win out, but I don't really see it happening. They're just going to miss the playoffs. So, yeah. NFC, even though the Bears have been struggling, they've been win, lose, win, lose. This has been a pretty weak division, to say the least. As long as Detroit doesn't win 2 in a row and the Bears lose 2 in a row, I think they're going to be okay. I think they should make the playoffs. For the NFC South, it's the Saints dominating. But the Falcons, we ain't done yet. We could still have a shot at the playoffs if we can win 2 in a row and the Buccaneers lose 2 in a row. I think we could have a chance of maybe making a wild card. There's going to be some other things that need to happen, other teams that need to lose and stuff like that. But all we need to do is focus on winning 2 games in a row, and we could possibly have a shot. That's where it gets interesting, because Arizona and Zach Keister could end, if they beat us, they are 110% knock us out of the playoffs. So, can we get 2 wins in a row and pray that, the Madden gods fall upon us and make it to where we can make it to the playoffs? Because it's technically, there's still a chance we could go. Looking at the NFC East, the Redskins have kind of clinched that. A team we're going to need to lose is the Giants. Like a team like the Giants, we need them to lose. For the NFC West, it's clear as day. Rams, Cardinals, they're in. 49ers, Seahawks, they're out. And that's it. There it is, the NFL guys. The best team so far is the Jets. The worst team is the Miami Dolphins. So, don't know what happened to Miami, but they just went on a 10-game losing streak. That's unfortunate for them. Miami doing Miami things. We're used to that. But that's going to be it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this style of video where we simmed a little bit. I want to speed these seasons up now, though, because that Madden 21 release is getting closer and closer, and we're still not 100% on what we're going to do quite yet. We're just going to have to let the wind take us where it takes us. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, though. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you did smash that like button, as it does help the channel out a pretty good bit, and it lets me know that you actually liked the video and that you want to see more of it. With that being said, though, I hope you guys did enjoy, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.